Alrighty, guys, welcome back to another episode of American Calamity. When we last left off, the party ended up in a room, found out a couple of mechanisms to open up the door, and found a portal with a gentleman walking through it who introduced himself as Mr. White. The party thought about the portal and was like, you know what, maybe not yet. Let's go back and kill some spiders. Ended up in a crystal cavern, had to fight some magical skeletons, magical necromantic skeletons. Came back into the main entranceway for a rest, checked out the statue of Hell, which has cracked, and Magpie went over there and kind of pried it apart and pushed it apart, and they found the Ring of Hell, an object connected to the deity itself. Going for their rest, a dream sequence happened with Ankara, who battled and faced her fear for the first time. And that is where we will pick up. The morning after the long rest.
I'll begin by telling the party about the dream and see if anything odd has happened to them, if they've had a weird dream as such.
Cinder, can I borrow your sling? Make me 3 magic spells.
And good morning.
Mm-hmm.
And no, I haven't had any strange dreams.
The only thing I can tell you is I probably ate a bad hand pie because myself I gave one to Rage too, to Seamus over there, and we're both not feeling very well at all. I've got an upset stomach. Well, in the shell, you get a thing. Seamus, are you okay?
He's just kind of
still sleeping,
rolled over, groaning a little bit.
Yeah, he's not feeling very well. So
Bad ale.
no, one of a really old hand pie, and I think I gave him one of the really older ones. I tried to keep them the freshest, newest, but yeah. I'm sorry, Seamus. I'm in momentary lapse. I was thinking about going through a portal, and then I forgot what order I was in. I think I took a 5, not a 55, and I did way too old. Sorry.
Maybe the bag needs to be cleaned out a little bit.
I think I might have to empty them out, and I've got far too many of them in there. I'm not eating them fast enough. 7, 8, 10 a day is not quite fast enough. So
it's almost like they keep
Really
multiplying.
Where's your supply?
Here, try. It's a new one. I promise. I give her a blueberry one.
All right, as you bite into this blueberry pie, it's a nice little hand pie. It's all self-contained, very delicious, extremely sweet but not too sweet. The perfect delicate balance there, and has a little bit of a cream in it, kind of like a blueberry strudel type thing.
This reminds me of the caravan's cooking. This is delightful.
Yeah, make your first death save. No,
I think I'm also gonna cook treats and cook special food.
Alrighty, what treats you making?
For treats, I'm gonna make a pina colada square.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah, totally. So it makes 3 treats that last 8 hours.
Does it have any alcohol in it?
No.
Oh.
Non-alcoholic.
Virgin
Just
pina colada squares.
Well, it's hard to find, pina colada mix, this far down. And,
true.
Do you need rum?
The danger that we were in. I mean, it's hard to substitute, ale for pina colada. I mean,
fair enough. And then you're also making a delicious feast.
I'm gonna make special food. Yeah, I'm gonna make, let's say, Fish and chips.
That sounds pretty good as well. Fish and chips and pina colada squares got a whole like island theme going on.
Yeah. I'm gonna distribute the the fish and chips. At the end of a short rest, any creature who eats the food and spends one or more hit dice to regain hit points regains an extra 1d8 hit points. So it's not really good until a short rest, but everybody's got one just in case.
Nice. No fish.
Nice.
And I'll distribute the I'm going to distribute the pina colada squares. I'm going to give one to Seamus. I'm going to give one to Magpie. And I'm going to give one to who's going to do more frontline fighting? The Bard? Okay, to Ankara. When you eat, you can use a bonus action to eat the treat to gain 3 temporary hit points. It's not much, but it's 3 hit points.
Hey, every little bit helps.
Anything is better. Exactly. Everything is better than nothing.
Mm-hmm.
That's 3 more hit points that you don't have to worry about it taking off your bottom line.
Yep.
All right.
I suppose we could just eat them now and gain 3 hit points.
Yeah, or they're good for up to 8 hours, I believe. So
yeah,
whenever you decide to eat them, just remember, just say, hey, I'm eating my thing and I'm taking the hit points.
You can do it during combat.
Yeah, you can do it during combat. You can do it whenever, as long as you're not in death safes, because you can't eat while you're dying, or when you're already unconscious. I guess. I don't know. Morium might be able to. He seems to eat and sleep. All right. So food is distributed and had, and what are we doing?
I think we're going to kill Spider Steve. No?
Spider Steve.
Did we want
to go through portal?
Portal could wait until after we manage Steve. Thoughts?
Even spiders have been out there a long time. Found journal we did. It said they've been here for a long time. Best leave them to their own devices.
Do you guys?
But one of the spiders is stuck.
Not our fight, not our problem.
I thought we agreed to kill. I thought we spoke to this spider and said we were going to help. No?
Be trapped. But whatever.
It could be trap. You could always look. You are not seen if it hides in shadows. I can't find you at all.
Well, Magpie, make no never mind. Whatever party wants to do, Magpie does.
I thought we were going to go talk to Spider Steve.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
We can go talk.
You guys unlock the door and step outside to a very lit cavern. And walk off to the right to go find Spider Steve. As you enter this area, there's a Seamus, there's a that. I'm going to need a Morium token. There we go. And you walk in, you see a path to the left, a path to the right, some materials on the ground. Looks like remnants from back when things were being mined.
Okay.
And you hear skittering in the backside of coming from both sides of the path.
Can I put raise my hood for Cloak of Shadows to go in?
Yeah, go for it. Sneaky sneak.
Magpie now wearing the Cloak of Shadows. Okay. Let's see. How far can I move? 30 feet?
Yeah, you guys are kind of in free right now because there's no threat, but just call your shots and go ahead and roll a stealth for me
Okay.
if you're stealthing.
Yes, I am, and I get advantage for that.
Yep. Nice.
Can I stealth as well?
Go for it.
Nat 20 for a 31 stealth.
You believe you're stealthed.
So does everybody else. The fuck? Where did he go?
Maybe not.
And a 12, you believe you're stealthed. $19, you believe you're a little bit more stealth than Ankara. Is everybody else stealthing, or it's your choice?
As my wild shape, can I be a spider?
Yeah, there's you can shape into a spider.
I think I'm gonna do that.
Oh, the stealthing in plain sight.
Yeah, I mean a spider among spiders, sentient spiders.
I hope that's not a sign of aggression.
But can you speak Undercommon?
You can speak spider if you're a spider. It's just like an ox can speak ox if it's an ox.
That's true. Okay.
There we go.
Hold on.
The better question is, how much of it can you understand?
25, 30. Okay, so I'm moving. I'm moving up. Magpie's moving up. He's going to squeeze through this opening here.
All right. What's everybody else doing?
I'm just gonna sneak up a little bit, and I'm gonna watch Magpie and basically just watch his back.
All right, Moriam.
I'm gonna come over to down to here and just keep an eye over here. For now.
All right. As you're walking by, the remnants of the mine itself, you do see some shiny on the rocks that are crumbled to the ground. And through basic deduction, it looks like it could be some type of copper. It has a greenish tint to it.
Copper.
Cinder,
Okay.
what you doing?
I'm gonna stay near Ankara and do the same thing. Just keep an eye on Magpie.
All right. And Seamus is gonna just kind of follow along. Oh, he's back.
I'm back. I'm just gonna casually, not stealthily, walk behind everybody, but far enough away where like they'll hear me. So if anything comes, they'll just walk right past everybody else.
Hopefully. Sounds good.
Hopefully.
All right.
Right about here.
All right.
You're gonna cut us down if we try to retreat. Gotcha.
Yeah. You're going nowhere.
Motherland.
Spider food.
All right. As you're walking across back there, Magpie, you're looking, and it just looks like this has been carved out. It looks like it's been pretty mined out as well. There's not really much. You see a bunch of rock. It still has that purplish glow behind parts of it, but it doesn't seem to be as prominent here.
Okay.
And as you're going around the corners there, you do see a little alcove in this area here. You see a couple of obvious traps that have been set there. And looking within it, it doesn't look like there's any life inside, but it does seem like it's a little alcove there.
All right.
And
For whatever.
wait for whatever's what?
Whoever's going next.
I'm gonna walk forward a little bit, and I'm gonna be whistling "Hi Ho" from Snow White.
Hi ho, hi
I'm gonna
ho.
hide in here. Oh, Jesus.
It's right on the inside there. All right.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna wait.
Ankar and Cinder.
I'm gonna attempt to whisper yell as stealthily as possible over to Seamus to simmer down as we hear skittering, but I'm just gonna basically keep an eye on Magpie and I'll move up a little bit.
All right. Cinder, you just holding?
I'm gonna skitter my little butt down this hallway as well.
All right. Little skitter, little scatter.
Yep.
All right. The rocks, as you're climbing along the walls and things, you're feeling that the rocks are kind of smooth in here. Not to an extreme degree, but it looks like it's been worked, machined, pickaxes, whatever they use to mine this area. But you do feel that it's pretty smooth. As you're hi-hoing away, you do hear the skittering start coming a little bit closer, and starting to move through the cavern.
Move forward a little bit, and I stop whistling, but I still just kind of march rather loudly,
All
making
right.
sure my my half plate reverberates.
The skittering kind of stops a little bit. You don't hear it as much. You do hear some clicking and clacking and things, but it's not really, even to someone who speaks Undercommon, it's not anything really. Just what was that? What's going on? Why am I hearing noises?
I'm gonna pick up a pebble and infuse it with just some like tapping sounds. I'm gonna toss it like over this way toward this wall.
All right. As he's tossing a pebble and taking the moment to infuse it, Moriam, anything?
I'm staying as close to that wall and quiet as I can, and I'm readying a spell.
All right, readying a spell in case of.
I'm keeping it ready to see if we get attacked first. More
All
so
right.
him, because I don't think I'm getting attacked. I think he's going to get attacked before I am.
All right, and Magpie, we squeezy
Okay,
squeeze.
I'm going to squeezy more through here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Continuing to hug the walls, but probably can see this fellow right here.
You can see that fellow, and he does not see you. You do see a spider there. You also see a bigger spider up on a big web to the back. And from the skittering and the noises, you can deduce that there are multiple spiders in this area. Multiple. But you do see those guys.
I'll whisper in Undercommon. Where's Steve?
Steve goes other way.
Must talk to Steve.
Talk to Steve, you must? Where are you?
Yeah?
Show yourself.
Over here.
Over where? I see nothing.
Let's see.
The others can move if they want to move while this is going on.
Let's see. Magical trick. Small object. Small marker symbol appear. Non-magical trinket or an illusion. Okay, I can't create. I am going to create, using prestidigitation, a very small human hand-sized spider.
Okay.
And I will make that spider skitter out.
All right.
Mr. Steve.
All right. Oh, little one. Where do you come from? You don't seem to be from around here.
I come from Topside, from daylight.
Topside. We haven't seen Topside in very long time. I don't know Topside.
Not missing much. This place much better.
Well, who sends you?
What was the name of that other spider?
Ashara?
Eshtara.
Oh.
Asked me to come to speak to Steve.
Ashara got banned. Ashara can't be here. Steve's orders.
Why?
Ashara does not have the faith. Ashara no longer belongs with the group.
What faith? Don't understand.
Faith of Loth. Faith of the spiders.
Wasn't aware there was faith. New concept to this one.
Well, you wait. I get Steve. Sorry, that's more primordial than undercommon, I guess.
Much appreciated, friend.
And you see him kind of skitter off over to the side, and he speaks in a clicking and clacking that you don't understand. Spider speak. You're a little far away. You probably wouldn't hear it. As Morium and Seamus are hanging out on the other side, Big Spider does come out, and as it gets out over here towards the light where the thing was tossed, it's not clicking right. There it goes. You do see that its whole body seems to be undulating in a way. It seems like its whole body is moving.
Which one?
The one over here on their side.
Okay.
You hear it just kind of looking down towards where the rock is, and it's just kind of looking, very confused. Very confused.
It's gonna kind of pop out and be like, "Hello there.
What are you doing here? In common."
Just exploring. Are you Steve by chance?
No, I'm not Steve. Explorers are not welcome here. Name? Explorers are food.
I assure you I'm not food. Well, what's your name, if I may ask?
My name? My name is Sigourney.
General Kenobi.
Oh, Sigourney.
And
don't mind me. I'll just be turning around and going.
You're not going anywhere right now. You just entered into our home.
Well, shit. Alright, well, Battle Axe is ready. I'm going to not cast anything. I'm just going to kind of hold my action.
Hold your action for what?
A dodge action.
All right, in case it attacks you.
Yep.
All right. Maury, I'm seeing all of this craziness go on. What are we doing?
I'm gonna wait to see if he does attack too as well.
Okay. Few minutes go by, and the little spider returns, and you see that with him is a big spider and another little spider coming around the corner. I hear I've been summoned. Who's looking for Steve?
This one is. I continue throwing my voice through the illusionary spider.
Well, prestidigitation doesn't allow you to do that, but you are pretty stealthed, and he does not know that you're there, so it seems like it's coming from the spider.
Now, this is the embarrassing part because I completely forgot what we were supposed to do.
Well, I know we have a couple of note takers there that know what the backstory is there.
To do with the portal, if I remember right. We're trying to find out information about the portal.
First off, little spider has question. Are you a wild and crazy spider?
What is your name, little one? Haven't seen you around here. Your markings a little different.
Rob.
Rob Spider.
Rob Zombie Spider.
Oh, okay. A zombie spider. You're of the undead variety?
Well, certainly not alive, yes.
Wild and crazy I've been called, but is not my preferred way of being called.
Do you know King Tut?
No what?
Never mind. Portal. Was supposed to ask you about portal.
Portal. I don't know about a portal. There's no portals here.
Okay. Vashara. Can she go free? If leave you alone?
Ashara's been cast out. I don't know exactly where she is. We keep to ourselves and keep our food supplies here. There's no... she's trapped? Well, suits her right.
You are not very nice.
She's weak. She doesn't understand.
Doesn't understand what?
Doesn't understand that if you don't help, you don't eat.
She not help?
She's never helped Steve. Steve has... We're not on the best of terms, you see. I've never really liked her and probably never will.
Life too short not to like it. Not to be. Never mind.
I've been here for millennia upon millennia. Life, my friend, is not as short as you think it is.
Must suck for you then.
I do miss my old form. It was a lot more comfortable.
Old form?
Yeah.
Not always?
No. None of us were. And as you look on their body, on his body itself, you can kind of see it's almost like spider body, but humanoid facial structure.
Maybe help.
How could you help? You're just a tiny spider.
Go places you can't find cure.
I know that when we crashed, everything went dark.
Crash?
Yeah.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Sounds very familiar. Rob has friends who said same thing.
Well, our whole civilization crashed. And everything went black, and then I wake up and I'm like this. I don't want to be like this.
Okay. I make the spy. I drop the prestidigitation spell and come out of the shadows and pull down my hood. Apologies for deception, friend Steve. Must talk to you.
He kind of recoils a little bit.
Not time for tricks. Magpie. This one is called Magpie. And Magpie has heard of things that have happened to you. But to Magpie's friends, like the Shara, perhaps we can help you too.
Ashara, you're friends with Ashara? She sent you here, didn't she? She wanted you to kill us.
We offered to help. No interest in killing you, no. Do you think you deserve to die?
Go ahead and roll me a deception. Though you are not trying to deceive, he doesn't quite believe you.
Get back to that page. How does a 17 sound?
17, he's like, I don't know. Ever since we shunned her out, we haven't seen her, but she's always kind of been on my mind. I feel like there's more to her than I...
Maybe you do not like her or hate her as much as you say you do. Give her a second chance, perhaps.
Okay. As you guys are talking and things are going on, we'll move on to... We'll just go back around the cave on Kara.
Is it possible for me to play a little bit of a drum beat, but prestidigitate silence so that I can give him bardic inspiration?
I will let you... I will let you roll a sleight of hand to see if there's a way, if you can subtly do it in a way that doesn't cause attention.
Okay. Non-nat 20.
All right. You get bardic inspiration. You feel a little bit more empowered in yourself as you're sitting there talking to the spider.
Okay, let me inspire myself here.
Anything else before I move on?
No, just gonna go to where I'm at, and then I'll just hold my action if he gets attacked.
All right. Off to Cinder Spider.
Cinder Spider is just going to crawl a little bit further into this cave. Maybe right there, where I hopefully am not seen. And I'm going to just, I don't know. I think I'm just going to hold to see what happens to Magpie.
All right. So, small mark, symbol appear on an object, magical trinket, or lastly in turn. Okay, so yeah, tiny. Okay. Back around to Morium or Seamus, whoever wants to go first. Seamus.
Gonna try to deceive the spider. You don't want to eat me. The one known as the White has sent me. I'm one of his 7 dwarfs.
Oh God. Oh, that was.
Can I get like some kind of inspiration for that?
I should give you disinspiration for that, minus a D4 to any roll I choose. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to give you inspiration, but that was a good one.
Everybody takes 1d4 psychic damage.
I won't give you inspiration, but I will give you advantage on a deception.
Okay.
Because, God, yeah.
16 for the first and 17 for the second.
Alrighty. It kind of sits there and it looks at you. It doesn't take its glare off of you, but it doesn't seem to be getting any more hostile at the moment.
The one known as the White has decided he's done with Steve, and if you wish to live, you'll take care of Steve yourselves.
I don't know who this White you speak of is. Is there a?
Think of something that looks eerily like a mouse.
Weed mice. Mice aren't scary. We eat mice literally for breakfast.
The one who opened the portal?
What portal? What is this portal that you speak of?
Okay, sorry, obviously I have no idea what I'm talking about. That plan didn't work.
I grew up here. There was no portal in the Citadel. It was there were magic users, yes, but there was no White.
Citadel. Tell me about the Citadel.
The Citadel in the clouds? You haven't heard? Has it been that long that we're already forgotten? Oh God. Our civilization was once a very mighty, prominent civilization. Magic flew through the air like the birds and the wind, and we rode above all of that.
Weave spider.
Yeah. And whenever when the explosion happened, fire was raining from the sky, and we got hit by a big ball of fire, and it knocked out our rock, what kept us aloft. We didn't really have a name for it. It is what it is, and it was what it was. It had this purplish glow to it, kind of like the walls around here. And whenever the meteor hit, the city crashed. And we don't know where we ended up. We've been stuck in this cave for... I lose track of time. All I know is it's been a very long time.
Yes. I might have some information about it. I do believe the White One told me to tell you that Steve might be the one behind it.
I doubt that greatly. Steve has been a great leader to us so far.
Yeah, but has he ever let you just, do your own thing?
I mean, yeah, we're free to come and go as we please, but there's something that holds us here. We can't leave. Trust us, we've tried. All right.
And you absolutely trust that he's not lying to you, trying to control you in a way.
Well, yeah. I've sent my spiderlings to go and leave, but they can't.
How many Steve He holds the key.
Steve holds the key.
He'll tell you all sorts of stuff. That's why the White One doesn't want him. Wants him gone so you can truly be free. Steve has been deceiving you this whole time.
You
He
can
says
roll
you
a
can come and go
deception.
as you please, but all right. Nope.
Yeah.
Alex at the ready.
Your story sounds false, friend. I'm sorry that I've kept you here. It's been a long time since we've had fresh food. We just survive on the rats and the bats that fly into the cave. Things can always come in, but it doesn't seem like anything ever leaves.
Oh, we'll see about that. I'm gonna bonus action the rage.
All right, you're taking an act of aggression towards the spider?
I'm just raging. I'm not charging. I'm just getting the lightning and stuff ready and getting my eyes blue and lightning-y.
A rage would be it would be seen as an act of aggression in this sense, since it's already on edge.
Oh, I mean, is it gonna attack me?
That's up to you. Yeah, that's up to you. I'm just letting you know that if you do perform the rage.
All right, battle axe at a defensive position, holding my action to dodge.
Okay.
Or to react.
I really need to consult with the others on this. I've got to see what Steve says about all of it. And you see from the back of its body, you see dozens of little tiny spiders crawl off and along the ground towards the back where it came from. And I'm going to go back over to the other group. Morim, is there anything that you would like to do in any of this before I head over?
No, because he turned around, or has he left?
The spider hasn't left. It has turned, and there's little spiders coming off of its body. Dozens of them heading towards the back of the cave.
Little spiders, but it's gone. Okay, so yeah, so I will not unleash a lightning bolt on it. Then I will hang on just for now.
Okay,
waiting,
hanging on, getting ready to cast that if need be.
I may poop my shell yet. We'll see.
All right. As dozens of tiny spiders crawl back towards the back of the cave, heading back over to the other group, Magpie. Sorry, my train of thought went over there somewhere. What was going on?
I was talking to Steven and suggesting that we could possibly help him.
Oh. I will let you go ahead and roll a... What is that skill? What's the one to persuasion? Go ahead and roll a persuasion.
Wow. 23.
23.
Net 1.
I mean, you say you know a way out of here. And at this point, it's kind of went from the undercommon to like a mixture of undercommon and common to just straight common. It can understand it's read you enough to where it can tell that that's not your native tongue. Couple of little slip ups here, slip ups there.
You honor Magpie by speaking Magpie's language.
This is my original tongue.
So, how did you become Spider?
Well, whenever the city fell, the civilization fell, we blacked out. And next thing I know, I wake up like this.
Magpie has friends who are in the same situation as you are. Rode in something called an airplane? eyes
Airplane.
like magpie, but made of metal. Have seen them on ground broken apart.
The only thing that was in our skies was cities. There was
Magpie's
transport between the
friends.
two, but it wasn't. We didn't call it a aeroplane. What a metal box. No, ours were more open, more. It was magically done, kind of like of a disc variety. You step on, it moves you over to the other one.
Oh, interesting. But yes, Magpie has friends who are like you, perhaps in the same boat as you are.
Well, we had, there was a lot of magic being used back in our time. I don't know if this time has magic. I don't have my magic back. I'm still a spider.
I perform a simple prestidigitation effect on one of the smaller spiders to like clean his shell of all dirt and debris.
See? Magic.
So magic is back. Well, let me try something. And you see him like spinning his little tendrils around and around and around. And there's just a ball of web forming, and he's just no. And he gets mad, and he's like, if I could just get.
Sorry that you lost your magic.
Must have been tied to whatever blasted curse this is that turned me into this.
Outbreak curse.
Curse is a term used. I don't even know if it is a curse. Seems like a curse. Been stuck like this for years. All I want is my hands back. It's hard to perform any somatic components when all you have are these things, and he's just moving his little legs around.
Perhaps Magpie consult with friends. Maybe they know a way to fix you, too.
Well, if you ever see Ashara, tell her we miss her.
Magpie will deliver a message for you.
Tell her to, if she accepts the faith, we'll accept her back. But
understood.
If she doesn't accept the faith, then she's gone to us forever. Believe as we do, or be gone. It kind of seems, and as he says that, you hear the other ones kind of echo it. Even the one over by you, Seamus and Morium, you hear "Believe as we do, or be gone."
Magpie will return.
All right, Magpie will return. Let's head back to Ashara and Cinder. You're close enough that you hear these things going on. You hear the switch to common, and you start hearing the story that's being unfolded and of the floating city and everything happening.
I'm going to retreat back a little bit so that Magpie has room to get by and everything, and so that we can consult around this area and see what's going on around the corner.
All right. Cinder Spider?
I'm going to do the same thing.
All right.
Make my way through so that Magpie can get through.
Just going to make your way downtown?
Amen.
Fast.
I'll regroup with the ladies.
All right. As you guys
discussed.
All right. You'll explain all of that. We'll move back down to Morium and Cinder, or Morium and Wow, I've got too many names in my head. Seamus. Wow, sorry about that, Seamus. As you're sitting there and that happens, the tiny spiders crawl back up onto the big spider, Sigourney, and she she goes, I was told that you may be here to help us. I will let you go for now.
I appreciate that. I'm just gonna kind of turn around and slowly walk away.
She turns and starts heading back in this direction slowly. She didn't seem to have noticed you, Moriam. And as she's heading back this way, Moriam, is there anything that you would like to do?
I stop casting the spell, and I'm gonna see if I can just get around these traps in here.
All right. They're pretty obvious traps. Just roll me a low DC dexterity.
Save?
Check. Pretty much just don't roll a 1. You're fine. And you skip over the couple of traps that are there. They're just some bear traps. They look pretty rusted as they are. With a little work, you could possibly salvage them. But they're pretty rusted and look like they're stuck in the way that they are.
Okay.
As you enter into the room, you do see remnants of a long gone fire pit.
Okay. What's more along on this line here?
As you look around the room, you do see what looks to be some adventure packs. They are very old and falling apart. You do see a couple of skins on the ground as far as things that could hold water, or what once could hold water. If you'd like to investigate the pile of goods to see what is in there.
I'm not going through them at this point.
Okay.
I'm just going to grab all of them as such and put them into the bag of holding.
All right. Which bag of holding are you putting them
in? The one with all the rest of stuff. The other one is off limits for now.
Okay.
Let's be clear. Nothing goes in there.
Okay. All right. Good to know.
Well, I'm just going to put everything in there, and we'll all sort through it when we get there. And then I'm going to quickly just stuff, and then I'm going to make my way out of here.
All right. Are you grabbing the traps on the way out or leaving them?
I'm going to leave the traps here.
Okay.
And is this thing still here?
It's slowly moving its way down the tunnel. It's retreating back to where it was.
All right, I'm gonna head up. Probably catch him to Seamus. I'm sure he's probably up here by the time I get there. But
yep. And as we're walking back, I'm gonna say, Moriam, these spiders don't seem to know much about this portal. There's really not much here for us. No point in finding them. I say we just go back to the portal. Oh, that's sorry. Had my mic up.
We could hear you.
Still spiders, though, and I don't know. We'll find out what the others say, because I'm okay to kill them all. I don't like spiders.
I don't like spiders either, but it's a fight we don't really have to pick if we don't need to.
Yeah, but they're still spiders.
Hey, big spiders with creepy things crawling all over them. More spiders. Tiny ones.
I'm going to light them all in fire, and I'm going to burn the rest of them.
How do you think I'm the one who's a bit psychotic and want to kill everything?
It's not psychotic. I killed less things for less reasons. So no, it's not a psychotic thing. It's their spiders. Hey.
Yeah, but they're living beings, and they haven't shown us any active aggression yet.
I'll come down the hallway and I'll be like, so I guess we're gonna help Steve then, hey? As I approach their conversation of murdering all the spiders.
Oh, but the giant that we attacked by you jumping down his throat did not show any active aggression either. But you turned into a bomb and jumped down his throat. No, Mario. I'm not here. No, he's not.
Mario.
What?
Shut up.
Oh, yeah, you're telling me to shut up, the bird. Oh,
You listen.
Darkwing's tearing this family apart.
Spiders are not evil. Spiders are like you.
no?
Yes? Remember a story you tell Magpie of being from another world?
Sure.
Where you were in airplane, yes?
Okay, yes.
Spiders are like you. They were in some kind of city in clouds and then world crashed, and they awoke as these spiders. So,
He speaks the
spiders
truth.
like you. Do not kill.
So now I have to make friends with Spider.
Already did.
I say we just leave them. Leave them to their own devices and see where that portal goes.
Okay.
Perhaps we can help them by going through portal.
Why don't we put them through the portal? And then if they come back, we know that's a good portal. If not, then they're dead and not us.
I like that idea too.
We could ask for I guess an extra pair of legs to come with us through the portal.
That's very fun.
Fairies.
Tribute.
I know
Like
they want hands, but
I'm gonna need a group perception check.
I don't like that.
18.
19.
Sorry.
Oh god, man.
Magpie is sorry. Magpie lost eyeballs.
I can't see. I'm magpie.
Okay, well,
I can't see anything.
let's see. I've got a 14, a 18, a 3, a 19, and a 23. Cinder, you're the only one that sees this, but you do see a couple of small spiders crawling along the wall on the opposite wall from you.
See, they are listening.
I inform the group immediately.
Where are they, sorry?
There's a couple of small spiders on this wall over here that seems to have been following and listening.
Target.
I'd say let's leave. Let's go
say-
talk on the way to the portal.
Yes.
So we will investigate how to save spiders. Yes.
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 Morium?
Oh, look at it.
Morium, what would you like to do?
Are they targetable?
They're tiny spiders on the wall.
And we could. And I'm sure she pointed them out. Did
Don't
she?
do it.
Yeah, she pointed them out. You know where they're at. She's the only one that saw them.
Don't do it, man.
Okay, since you are here to spy on us, and I'm deciding, because they don't want me to, deciding not to burn you in your little tiny husks, go back and tell your Steve to stop following or follow along. Either come with us or stay away from us, because any more of this I will consider a hostile action. Now go
I've
and
got
tell
my-
them. We
I've
shall
got
wait.
my hands on both daggers, looking at Morium.
As you say that, they sit there and they
I'm
kind
on-
of... Go ahead, what were you going to say?
I'm on Morium's side with this. Spying is an act of aggression.
All right. You see him kind of spin one way, look at each other, spin back the other way, and out of a hole, hundreds of tiny spiders crawl up over the top of the cave and back towards Steve.
Oh, you think I'm not using AoE fire? Of course I am.
You could.
There's too many spiders around here that I'm not using AoE on everything.
And they all
shall
crawl
wait.
off.
Yeah.
Leave. I don't want
Yeah,
to
just
see the
don't
spiders.
kill me.
Let's get out of here before the big ones come back.
If they want to come, come. If they want to wait, wait. But don't spy on us. It's simple. Don't spy. Spying is not nice.
All right,
I'm
and
not being.
as you guys are talking, you do hear some skittering coming down the hall. As squeezing through a very tight space, a Spider Steve comes up.
Back up, we're flankable here.
He comes up and is sorry, I'm not used to trusting people. My little scouts told me what happened. If you would like me to come along, I can. I can't promise that I'll be able to leave this cavern, but there's parts of this place that I just can't get to. It's almost like a barrier or something. It's keeping me away from. I've been out into the central area, but other than that, I can't seem to get through any of the bottom corridors.
Well, we can take you along for as far as you can go and tell you what we know along the way about what might lie ahead if you can't follow us.
You say that there's a portal. Is there anything else around wherever this mystical portal that came out of nowhere? Is there anything about it or about any of the surrounding area?
We shall show you. They seem to trust you. I don't, but they seem to trust you, so let's go. We'll show you the portal, and if it works, great.
Can I prestidigitate both the rooms for him, like a little, hollow projection?
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
Well, a small, an illusory image that can fit in my hand. I just make a tiny little
image of a portal. Yeah.
No, like the image of the room, like a floor plan, and like the one, like the statue and all that.
It's this fucking big. I mean,
it's illusion, though.
One little thing. You need to get minor illusion. Now, minor illusion does what you guys are talking about, moving things and all the little spiders. That's not prestidigitation. Prestidigitation is an instantaneous thing. It's like a magician or a smoke or a puff of smoke. That's what prestidigitation is, cleaning something. Minor illusion is what is making spiders and shapes and objects. It doesn't make those things. Yeah, it makes a one non-moving image.
Okay.
It's this big. It's tiny.
Obi-Wan, you're our only hope.
Out of character, though, can prestidigitation be used to kind of make like a drawing in the dirt?
No.
No, but you can draw in the dirt.
It can.
On a surface for an hour. Simple.
I can make an image.
Illusory images.
Color, a small mark or a symbol appear on an object or a surface for an hour. So you can.
It says an image that can fit in your hand. But like we can color or whatnot, or we can draw on the sand just to kind of give them a little bit of a layout of the land that we're heading into.
The only things that last are only works for 6 seconds. It's until your next turn. 6 seconds. So
it would be little flashes.
Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it's gone. Like that's all it lasts for. You're not drawing nothing with that. The symbols or marks last for an hour, and you only draw 3 symbols or marks. That's how it works. Minor illusion lasts for a minute, and that's what it does. So, to define the two. It's always been a pet peeve of mine. Sorry. And rant over. We can just draw it in the dirt. Just draw it. You're an artist, aren't you?
Artist of the string. I could describe the room in great detail. However, I haven't tuned my lute. We'll just draw in the sand.
For a shanty. We could try drawing it out.
Yeah. So you guys take the moment.
Did you get my notes?
Okay. I draw the map of as best I can of the piece. I'm going to try to use my performance if possible to story tell what it looks like and through the art of almost like dance, if you will, interpretive turtle shell dancing. Describe to him what we've seen. Will that work?
interpretive.
Trying to outbard the bard?
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a performance.
I'm not even gonna look.
I'll play
Surprisingly,
attuned to that.
Natural
pretty.
one.
No, that would be hilarious. I
try to describe it like the bird is doing right now.
Yeah, you're doing the whole
Interpretive dancing.
Yeah. I was trying to think of Napoleon Dynamite thing.
Oh, hopefully not that badly.
Well, a little bit better because you did roll pretty high.
Yeah, sure.
But you explain it and you tell them about the room before the portal, the statues, all of that type things, and he says the statues. There's something about the statue. I remember a statue in our city. It was put there on Shara. I'm remembering things I didn't remember before. It was put there for Anshara. I don't remember why, but that's a statue of her.
What? What?
Yeah, I don't remember why it was placed there, but she had to have done something for them to create a statue for her. I can't remember.
Does the journal give us any indication?
As you're looking through the journal and reading through it, the description of that, like some of the doodles and things that she has in there, looks a lot like the statue. It's a beautiful statue of a woman was erected. It doesn't actually say her name tied to the statue, but as you guys were looking through the pages and things, it was talking about today's the big day. I'm ready for. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Some of my accomplishments and some of the things that I've been researching have led to major developments. And you get little blurbs of information that would lead to something possibly being the statue.
Okay.
Yeah. It doesn't just straight out say, oh, they're making a statue of me, but...
Yeah, no. Okay. So, what do we do with the statue? Do we go bring her to it, or the statue to her? What?
You said that there was an orb on it that was glowing?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And you said the color was purple. The purple color, it reminds me of the aura around the city. The city had this purple aura underneath it in the clouds. I never personally went down there to see what it was, but everybody always said it was just what kept us aloft in the air. Maybe if there is a portal, maybe it's drawing on that magic, and that's why we haven't been able to leave. Maybe that's what's keeping us from that area too.
Now, let's be clear, Steve. I am helping you because Cinder and Magpie seem to like us, like you, and trust you. If you decide that you try to double cross us, I will burn you where you stand. Clear?
Fair enough.
Okay.
I've lived a long life. I'm not scared of death.
Good. Let's go then.
All right. As you guys head out of there and into the main hall. I can't select. Coming out and into the main hall, Steve comes out behind you and just gonna make him tinier because I don't want to do all that right now. There, he's bigger. He's following out behind you, and where are you headed?
South to the lower east corridor, I would assume. Or we could always go through other thing. No, lower east corridor.
All right, the way that you came back into this area, this one.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
No, the
No,
lower
this
east
here.
Oh,
over
no,
here.
this one.
That one. All right.
Yeah, because this like took us through that funky cave of
To the crystalline cave, yeah.
crystals and stuff.
Okay, so back through the crystalline cave. Heading back through the crystal.
No, not through
The other one.
The other one's faster. The door's open, so
The door slammed shut last time that you guys went through there. You don't know if it's open or not. If it's openable or not.
Do the cave then. It's similar.
All right. You guys head back through the cave. I'm not going to pull that map up because you've already killed everything that was in that cave. And as you get about halfway through the cave, Steve is walking and then just stops. And he's like, I can't go any further than this. Something won't let me. I'm trying my hardest, but I can't get past this point.
Do you want us to destroy the statue? Is that what you're thinking?
If you destroy the statue, that could possibly break it.
We should just kill the orb like we were going to in the first place.
But we broke orb.
No, we only crack.
Oh.
When it starts to crack, we stop. Remember? We were trying to take the orb. We were trying to take it without breaking.
Yes.
So we stop. Now let's go destroy orb.
I don't know what would happen if you destroy the orb, but it could possibly fix everything.
Well, let's find out.
It might get rid of the portal.
Likely, because that's the kind of luck we have. Or, my guess, it will power down the portal. Because I think what's keeping Steve and all the others here is this purple glow everywhere, and it also is powering portal to keep open. So we have choice now. Do we help Steve, or do we go through portal?
Do we consult Fabio?
That would mean we go outside, and hopefully the great and powerful Fabio is available for a chat.
That's true.
If the statue is of Anshara, wouldn't she know anything about it? I mean, if Steve's getting his memories back, wouldn't she? We could go out, speak with your Fabio, then come back in, speak with Anshara, update her on the fact we didn't kill Steve, but talked to him. It's not like she sent us to kill you. She just told us about you.
Let's take the orb and see what happens.
All right.
Okay. Magpie will crawl up the statue or fly up to the top and start to work on the orb.
All right. Morims, what are you doing to help
him?
You're going to help?
I won't fly because that'd be an interesting feat. And I'm going to try and help him.
I'm going to watch a portal as I do this.
All right. As you're looking at the portal, the visage of the two orbs on top of the other one isn't there anymore. The portal is still lit, but that's what you're seeing right now. Bright purple glow in the room. Pretty much what you're seeing is this picture. You see the flames are lit, the portal is lit, but there is no visage in the portal anymore.
Can I just toss a stone, see what happens? Toss a stone through it?
You can toss a stone. As you grab the stone and toss it through, the stone just kind of falls through to the other side. You hear it hitting up against things on the other side of the portal.
Okay, like on the other side of this room.
Already remember.
Yeah, you hear it tinking on things over on this side.
I think the portal's closed.
It's still lit and it's still there, but
Flap, 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 flap.
you guys are working on the orb, or are you coming in here?
Well, we were working on the orb, then we magically appeared in here.
Well,
No, we shouldn't be on this map.
No, you
Yeah.
guys are you guys are still over there. This is just what Seamus is seeing as he's looking into the room.
Okay. Gotcha.
And what
He's relaying the information through the open door.
Yeah, that way there's a visual to it. And Ankara or whoever else is over there looking through, that's also what you see is the same thing. And you see the pebble go through, and it doesn't go through into the portal. It just goes through into the other side.
Yes, try putting your arm through it.
Okay. I shall do that.
Just hang on to something tightly.
I'll stick with you.
Yeah, hold on tightly and don't let go. Oh, sorry.
I'm just gonna pull out a rope out of my venturing pack, tie it around my waist, and toss the other side to Anshara. Yeah.
All right.
Good call.
I'll tie it around mine.
All right.
Good, you both go then.
Nice. As you go to stick your hand through there, are you just shoving it through, or are you just kind of testing the waters and just trying to see what happens if you touch it?
Testing it.
Okay. As you're testing it, you put your finger up there to it, and you're a little hesitant at first because it is a big purple glowing portal. And you put your finger, and it seems to disappear. And you pull it back real quick, and
portal's still open.
It's gone.
Yeah, and when you pull it back, there's just a nub. No, I'm just kidding. You pull it back, and you can tell that maybe something that's not living like a rock wouldn't be able to go through it, but a person would be able to go through it.
All right, yeah, relay that information loudly through the hall.
All right, and we'll go back to the other crew with the statue.
Okay.
Crap, I gotta go to the other.
How are we going?
Posture check, everyone.
Oh, yes.
What?
Somebody redeemed 100 travel miles for a posture check. And he said all around. Oh, there we go. All right. Now, Seamus, you're in here. Ankara, you're in here. And you guys are over here at the statue. Cinder, what were you?
I'm at the statue as well.
Okay. You're over at the statue as well.
Yes.
All right. Describe to me what you're doing to try and pry this thing or break this thing. What is the means of trying to do this?
Now I'm using my thieves' tools, and I would like to use my sleight of hand skill to pop a tree.
All right.
And if Orium's helping me, can you give me advantage, please?
No.
I'm going to use sleight of hand, if possible, if I can. No.
You can do something. This is going to be multiple tests, so that's what are you doing, Morium? There's no advantage, is what I'm saying. Is there's not an advantage aspect to this?
Well, okay. So I can't assist him by hold while he's prying the bottom, holding the globe and trying to twist it off or anything like that. No.
That would be a separate check from you.
That's weird.
This is a skill challenge. So
Sure.
So
that's what I'm gonna do. I'm also going to try and get the globe, whether it screws off while he's moving things. So I'm going to try and remove it using sleight of hand, I guess.
All right, so 2 sleight of hand.
Dexterity, if you will.
All right, so dexterity. You're using sleight of hand. Cinder, what are you doing?
I'm gonna actually crawl around the statue because I'm still a spider.
Yeah.
Can I crawl around the statue and look for weak points?
Yes, you can do that. Roll me a perception. Morium, go ahead and roll your sleight of hand. 24, that is 1 success.
23.
You have a 23 with perception. As you're looking around, you do see that within there's a crack in it that has been formed from previous attempts, and it looks like something could possibly get in there.
Okay, can I talk to the party as a spider?
Yeah, you can talk in. Well, no, actually, no. You're a spider. You cannot talk. as wild shaped.
Wild shape cannot talk. You can speak the
Can I
language to the other
think-
wild shaped things, but no.
I will go back to my bunny form
All right.
and relay that information, that there is a weak spot and it looks like something can get in there.
Something small.
Use your beak.
Something small.
Something small. Like a morium.
All right. Looking for weak points of 23. That is a success. And an 18.
I rolled 18.
An 18 isn't quite enough.
Oh, goody.
This is a highly, but you do have an in with the weak point now.
Okay.
You're not going at it blindly. You can try sleight of.
Try again?
You can try sleight of hand again, or you can try something else to do it. If you try sleight of hand again, the DC will go up a little bit more.
I guess I could try just forcing it off.
That would be a strength. You also have spells that you can use. It doesn't have to be a skill. It can be whatever you decide that you want to do to try and break this thing or pop it apart or whatever.
I'm going to use one of my claws to try and get into because as I was so pointed out by the lovely bird, I'm small enough. I'm going to put my claws in and try and actually use my claws, get them in there and just pull them apart and see if I can actually break them apart using that. Almost like an attack, but not really, but sort of pull in there and see if I can get into them with my little itty bitty claws, my little tiny hands.
All right. I would say either in a strength or some type of unarmed attack. Or if you're using a tool, then roll with the
unarmed attack. I'm using my claws. They are a tool.
They are your tool. Yes. That's what. Yeah, I was just saying dagger, whatever. Just roll that. 23 does hit, and with that, the orb breaks in half and falls off. The purple glow of the orb dissipates from the staff. And those in the other portal room, the portal closes.
Oh, there goes that.
As the portal closes, you do feel a shock wave dispel from the area. It doesn't really do anything to you besides you can feel that something has been released. And the torches and things inside the portal room kind of start to dim down. The torches inside this room stay lit but dim a little bit. It seems like the drain and pull that has been put on this place has subsided. Everything was running at 120%, and now it's back down to like 70%.
Can Steve move from where he was?
At this moment, you don't see Steve yet. But if you guys would like to go check back on him or anything else that you would like to do in this area before...
Do we still need the orb then?
The orb is shattered into 2 pieces.
Okay.
That's up to you if you take it or not.
We will take it.
All right. The orb is taken and putting into the non-X'd out bag of holding.
We could say it'll go right to hell. Who the hell knows?
You never know.
Or you never know. It could rip a hole in space-time through the bag.
Yeah.
No, different bag.
What was that? Sorry.
Worse things could happen.
No, not worse things than that. Because
I
I'm
mean-
holding the bag. I get sucked through bag. No,
I was about to
not
say,
worse things.
technically, the worst thing that could happen is everybody could be teleported into hell
Yes,
through the portal that is
that would
created. I don't know if you want to meet those demons. Not yet.
Yeah. They could be nice people. You never know.
They could be. Demons are just misunderstood, right?
I've never met one called Mahadi.
Yes, Sarah says no, that's how they get you.
They invite you for tea, and then bad things happen. Yes.
Yeah. All right, so you
All of a
guys...
sudden, you're sole proprietor of a worm business.
I'd like to introduce you to my friend Mahadi.
Another message there, DM.
All right.
Kill the rabbit. What?
Wabbit killed the wabbit.
It's exactly what I was thinking.
I gotta watch me some Looney Tunes now.
Yeah.
So you guys put that in the bag of holding, and as you're kind of getting your bearings after everything that has happened, out of the hallway, a figure appears and starts walking down. And as he gets in there, he goes, "Oh,
Good.
yes, this reminds me of... This is home. There's the statue and the front entrance to the... I forgot what I called it. Citadel. The front entrance to the Citadel, and this is where it's been hidden this whole time." Oh. And he's just kind of standing there in awe at the moment.
What exactly does he look like?
He looks young. Looks really young. Probably in his early 20s, maybe 30, pushing it. And he's covered in all sorts of furs, primal furs, but very nice quality. And as he's walking through, you can tell that he has this walk about him that seems noble, but not quite nobility. If that makes any sense?
Sorry, check.
All right, go ahead.
Natural 9 for an 8.
Natural 9 for an 8.
Wow.
You can tell that he's of a higher standing, but he's not quite nobility. Or at least he thinks he is. You may not know. Well, you don't know. You know that there's something about him.
Steve, is that you?
Oh, why, yes. I am Steve. And you're the ones who helped me. I thank you for returning me back to, well, this. It's been hundreds of thousands of years since I've walked like this again.
How long have you been a spider?
Well, we crashed in... Oh, we didn't really... It was around the year 50, I think is what we called it.
What year is this?
I don't know. It's been a long time. I know that there was a whole nother culture after us. A whole nother... I saw humans and, well, kind of humans, and all sorts of different strange creatures throughout the years. Then the humans got smarter, and civilizations were built. We heard stories of them. Of course, these are all from people who fell into the dungeon and couldn't get out.
And then you ate them.
I mean, once they're dead, what else do? We have to eat too.
Oh,
We gave them what
Seems like-
supplies and what food we could, but
seems like you don't have to eat people anymore.
Haven't had actual food in a long time. Think I might still have a little rat stuck in my tooth.
I'm gonna give him one of the treats that I had extra of.
Just a random treat that you have.
No, one of the
What was it?
squares.
Oh, one of the squares?
No, the fish and chips, because I made 7 of those.
All right. He takes it and he looks and he's like, I've never seen food like this. Here, you eat one first. And he hands it out.
I show him how to eat it.
All right. You take a couple of bites and he waits a second and watches you. And okay. And he takes one and he eats it and he's like, this is absolutely delicious. What do you call this?
It's called fish and chips.
Genocide.
Genocide. I
I
like that
walk
name.
over to him. I walk over to him. Pull out my dwarven whiskey, take a swig of it right in front of him, and then hand him the bottle. Take a swig of this. I'll wash down nice.
He takes a swig of it, and at that point, we're going to go ahead and take a break.
Okay.
Be right back, guys.
All right, I'm good.
Alrighty, thank you so much for the raid, Iron Mans. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Welcome to the stream. We're playing some D&D, little homebrew world, and we'll be getting back to it here in just a minute. Just a quick bio break.
Mm.
Well, it's so much worse. Like I'm looking at a bad comb over.
Oh. Oh, we're back. Thank you guys for holding on for us. Had to be a quick bio break there. Sorry. But when we left off, the orb was broken. Seems like the curse was broke as well. Steve came in. Food was offered. Alcohol was offered. And you guys are all standing there at the beginning of the Sarlacc pit that has been melted away by fire.
Yes.
So, portal gone. Steve turned into human.
Oh yes.
Our work here done.
My name is Steve. I don't know exactly how long it's been, but it's been some time, and we have a lot of work to do if we're ever going to get this place back to where it should be. How can I ever thank you guys? How could I ever repay this to you?
You said you had magics of a sort. What did you mean by this?
Well, I haven't tried since I've maybe a little rusty. And you see him kind of wave his hands and a little incantation, and you see this poof come out of his hand. He's like, definitely rusty. And then he does it again and holds out his hand, and you see this whole fire, like string of fire, go across the whole pit and down in it. He's like, still working on it. It may take me a little bit to get my magic back, but there may be some type of well, I guess now they'd be relics. God, man, I feel old. In this place somewhere, we just have to figure out where they ended up. But as far as magical talent and things like that, I'd have to find my book. I may be able to teach you some things, but it would be I'd have to find my book first, and I don't even know where to begin to look for something like that.
Are you sure all your friends aren't going to try to eat you now that you're not a spider anymore?
Well, if I'm not a spider anymore, then the others should be. And about that time, you see.
Might have developed a taste for human flesh.
Maybe. Possibility. About that time, you do see a couple of people walking up behind through the corridor. And they're coming through, and he turns around and looks, and he's like, "Oh, Sigourney, Keanu, Cheryl, you're back." And they all start running forward, and he comes to join them, and there's a big hug that is given, and they're back to their human forms.
And they're all clustered. Okay, so I'm going to use no.
No.
And
I'm going to target like Keanu because that's just not going to happen.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves. Sorry.
Am I able to investigate their clothing with permission of the people? Obviously, like investigate their clothing to see if I can recognize it from any stories that I know.
Yeah. They're like, yeah. If you may have stories about it, then yeah, go ahead. You roll investigation or perception.
Just a 15.
15. It seems from some of the decoration and things on there, seems to be of a primordial nature. Way older than your humanity and civilization, between kind of a bunch of furs and things covering, and pre-Neanderthal maybe is what you could guess. Well, our families are back together. I don't know about Ashara. Hopefully things are going good with her. You guys said you knew where she was.
Yeah.
We can bring it back to her if you'd like.
I would like to see her. It has been quite a long time. And as you guys are walking through and back through the crystal caverns and things, they're just kind of running their hands along the walls, and you can tell that the purple glow is kind of dimming and dimming a little bit as you guys are walking out, and it doesn't seem to be as bright and prominent as it once was. And as you guys get back to the room where Shara was, oh yeah, that happened. Once you get back to the spot, you now see, instead of a spider, you see a woman dressed in all white.
Quick question, DM. What about all like the little spiders? Did they revert to like little people, or they just kind of like disappear?
You haven't seen them yet. You do see some people kind of wandering around inside the main entrance area, the miners area. You do see people kind of wandering around, coming out of that area slowly. They're still kind of dazed and confused. One of them might ask you if you had a little weed on you, and be a lot cooler if you did. But yeah, you do see people kind of starting to come out of there. A couple of people here, a couple of people there. And as you come up, you see, still alone, Ashara. Or where the spider used to be, you can assume would be Ashara. She's just kind of sitting there. You guys are back? I'm guessing you did it?
I guess so. We broke the orb and, well, I'll face towards where the party is, and as well as the Steve and the others following behind.
Let me add a general Steve token for... The group is with Steve. That way I don't end up cluttering the map with more tokens.
Just one question for you, Ashara. Does the white one ring a bell to you?
The white one. There was something that came through here. It didn't really even seem human anymore.
The name was Mr. White. He called himself Mr. White.
Mr. White. The name doesn't really ring a bell, but he... there was someone who came through here that he kind of... He was working in here, apparently. I asked him what he was doing. I asked him if he could help, and he said that my meddlings are too little on his scale to worry about. He kind of shunned me off. I do remember hearing other voices, someone talking to him or talking to the voice of him. I'm not sure exactly what happened. I was stuck in here. Something about a Walter or something like that.
Walter the White.
Possibly. I saw him come through here. He killed some things. That's where the zombies came from.
Oh, he doesn't sound like a very good fella.
Yeah. I mean, it gave me food for a little while, I guess. Not necessarily what I wanted to eat, but now that I'm back, I guess... and she moves her hand and releases it back in this back direction where the plants are, and it just kind of fizzles, and she tries it again, and she's like, just can't seem to do it. Does anybody have a berry or something on them? You're muted.
I give her fish and chips.
Oh, well, not what I expected. I've never seen this dish before, but
I have her. I say, here you go, and I hand her a blueberry hand pie.
Oh, she takes it.
That is baked inside.
Very.
I also take a swig of whiskey, and you should probably wash it down with this, so it might help. And dwarven whiskey.
She grabs it and takes a smell of it and kind of, oh God, hands it back to you. I'm sorry, but I don't drink spirits. Spirits are an interesting thing. And she takes one of the chips and eats it, and she kind of looks at the fish and is kind of
That is my reaction to the fish too. As I don't like it.
I may not be that hungry, and kind of sets it down. Sorry, I don't mean to offend.
Try the hand pie.
I don't eat meat.
Not at all.
And she takes the pie and she kind of breaks it in half. And as she does, she looks at it and she's like, ooh, berries and some type of cream. She pulls one of the blueberries out and tosses it back at the plants, and the plants just sprout blueberries all over them. And they're plump and look really delicious. And she takes a bite of the pie and she's like, who made this pie? This is delicious.
Well, they were made by automatic machines, but it is her recipe.
Oh, automatic machines. Never thought about making a cooking machine before. It's always so wrapped up in my...
They're kind of servants, but they're machines.
Huh. I was always more on the plant side of things. They don't really do things for me. I tend to them and take care of them. Kind of a loner in that way. Everyone else is looking for future knowledge and things. I kind of like to keep to myself and my plants.
Well, they don't talk back. Makes sense.
True.
Can I investigate the plant that she spawned blueberries from?
Yeah, go ahead. You can investigate it. She's just going to eat her pie and talk to Cinder a little bit about the recipe for how to make this.
Do I recognize the magic?
You do recognize the magic as a form of druidcraft. A little bit more advanced than standard druidcraft, but close to the same thing. She can make plants produce things that they normally wouldn't.
I take this opportunity to have a meal, and I share with Seamus's whiskey.
All right.
Everybody takes a meal, and as you rolled a perception, correct? Yes. No, that's old. Is that old, or is that your new one?
No, I'll roll a perception now.
Perception or investigation, whichever one you decide.
Never mind. I see nothing.
You see some extremely beautifully ripe blueberries. Would you like to try one?
I will ask Ashara's permission first before I pick her plant, and I'll ask if I can harvest the blueberries for more pies and such.
Yes, be my guest. It's nature's food. It's put on this earth for us to consume.
Perfect. I'll find I'll make a bucket with my shirt, or just make a pile of blueberries.
All right, you're making a pile of blueberries. As you guys are sitting there eating pies, drinking whiskey, she conjures up a little bit of water in a glass and is drinking that. You can tell that Steve is just kind of standing off a little bit. He hasn't actually walked in there with the rest of you.
I'm just going to kind of go off away from everybody and make a phone call to Fabio, see if it's working in here now that the orb's gone.
All right. As you step away from the group and go down a little bit, you pull up the sending stone, and doesn't seem to be any static or anything. Any magical barrier.
Hello? Hello? Anybody there?
Oh, yes. I'm here. Uh, what can I do for you? This is Seamus, correct?
That's correct. Well, we found the source of the power in the cave there. The group might have destroyed it, but we have it in its pieces. But the spiders and stuff that were here, they revert back to like a human form.
Oh, that's odd.
I do believe the portal closed.
Oh, portal closed. Oh. Well, I mean, I guess that could be a good thing. Only time will tell.
And by any chance, did you catch any leads on the tribe of goblins that took my family yet?
I've been looking into it. I haven't pinpointed an exact location. They went somewhere north, but I haven't found out exactly where yet.
All right, general direction's good.
Um,
But yeah, just letting you know that we think we fixed things here. We're pretty much ready to head back. We just gotta get these people up to speed.
I'll make sure to make a note of it. I'll make sure to drop my name for them. That way they're not scared whenever I come by, and I'll try and help them out how I can.
All right.
Maybe
well,
help them
thank you, and,
assimilate a little bit better. If they were spiders and now they're humans, I'm sure they have a lot of questions.
Yeah, they look a bit pre-human, to be honest.
Pre-human?
They got the thick brows.
Thick brows. Wow. I will definitely want to take a look at this. Moving it up my list a little bit. Whenever you return, I'll make sure that there are fresh pies created and baths and whatever else you may need. I may not be here whenever you get back, but the house is my home is your home.
All right. I'll let the party know, and we'll see you later then.
All right. Well, thank you for the information, and be looking for a present whenever you get back.
Much appreciated. Goodbye. And I hang up and head back to the party, relaying all the information that I just received. All right, I let Fabio know about everything that just happened. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And after a few minutes, Steve kind of walks in with the rest of everybody, kind of over to where everybody's kind of congregated, and he's like, Ashara? She looks back and kind of winces a little bit, and Steve, what are you doing here? Well, I heard that you may still be alive, and I had to come see for myself. Well, that's definitely out of character for you. I don't really know what to say. I'm not gonna believe what you believe. I believe in nature and life, and your teachings are too much for me. It's like I'm sorry I pushed so much. I just want you to come back to us. We're home now. And honestly, we could really use your help. It's like I'll come back, but I'll come back. And you guys all sit there, and he sits down with you, and they're kind of sharing little stories about when they were kids and how he used to pick on her and things, more jabs towards him from her than he's just silently taking it. And then you guys enjoy your meal, and you can take a, depending on how long you want to sit here and talk, short or long rest.
I'll definitely take a short rest.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. Take the time to sharpen my daggers.
And I'm going to go through what's in those backpacks.
All right. As you dump the backpacks onto the ground from pulling them out of the bag, because that's not how a bag of holding works. I don't know why I said dump them out. You see 3 explorers packs. They're all pretty tattered and broken, but one of their ropes seems to look brand new. You find 3 picks, or 3 sets of picks for climbing. A little rusted, but you know how to clean them up. You find 4 diamonds worth 100 gold each. And you find... Let me roll real quick. There's the one I'm looking for. You find 20 silver pieces, rusted silver pieces.
Okay. I will put it back in the pouch inside the other bag.
All right.
With all the rest of the party stuff.
Alrighty. As you're sitting there and stuff and playing with the rope a little bit more.
Yeah, I'll spend the time. I'll spend the time doing that after I go through and clean it all up, and then I will play with the rope to see what it does.
You're playing with it a little bit, and it seems a little bit lighter than what you're used to. 50 pounds of rope, or 50 foot of rope, and you're kind of measuring it out. It turns out to be a little bit closer to 60 foot. What you have is a rope of climbing.
Okay, perfect.
It looks like these were some type of spelunkers that came in here at one point and ended up meeting their demise within the cave. And you guys enjoy your meals and things, and they're like, we have a lot of work to do if we're ever going to get to any other part of the Citadel. We thank you so much. If we find anything, we'll definitely make sure to let you know. Maybe there's something that can help you on your travels. Unfortunately, I don't have anything on me at the moment to help pay this deed back. Maybe call it a favor or an IOU. If that's all right.
Wonderful.
All right. So I see. So we're all just kind of sitting around.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna walk over to Magpie, and is Inkara also right there?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna go over with my dwarven whiskey, take a swig, and I'm gonna pass it over to Magpie.
I'll sniff it. Open my beak and hand it back.
All right, I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, this is like 180 proof liquor.
Oh, I'm going to have some more then.
Yeah, you see the bird fall over.
The bird slumps to the ground. He is toasty.
Oh, what is this? Hey. Oh, Seamus. No, pass it down here.
All right, so I pass it down to Morium. I look over toward Ankara. You know, me and Morium were about ready to kill these spiders.
Yes, it's only because of the bird that we didn't kill them all.
I may have led you in that path myself, and for that I apologize. There's been a lot of bad blood between us, but
I'm not evil.
and
Okay, little bit.
she just
Bird, you did good.
she goes, there's been a lot of bad blood, but I'm willing to put that behind us as long as he's willing to put it behind him. And he kind of just looks and nods and goes back to talking to Ankara and Cinder.
So while the bird is down and knocked, what to tell you, bird? You try the reason with goblins. I will take you out myself.
Goblins? Where?
Oh,
Wait. Mariam kind of looks like goblin.
Oh yeah, I'm very goblinish.
Kill the goblin.
And out of nowhere, 50 goblins. No, I'm just kidding.
A bloodlust starts.
A bloodlust starts. Now you guys are playing a zombie apocalypse game where you're being chased by goblins at all points and times.
Goblin.
Suddenly I revert to the form of Grumpy from the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
He'll be
out. Walter the White.
I'm a goblin.
Yeah, they're Zoblins.
Goblins.
Zoblins.
I could make this work.
Or Gombies.
Okay, I fully expect to see Zoblins somewhere in this campaign now.
It may happen.
There will be.
Yes, because we're stupid.
And I don't know where my train of thought was going again. It's happened twice. You keep drinking.
I'm slowing down on the drink.
What is your weight?
Next time,
yeah,
Canadian Pacific.
125.
Okay. You're all right for right this second. If you continue to drink, I will need a Constitution saving throw, though.
Oh, 135. Sorry.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to continue to drink.
Okay, go ahead and roll the Constitution saving throw.
I don't know how heavy Magpie
Dirty,
is.
baby.
Dirty 20. He's holding it, and Seamus, you're actually kind of impressed. Because this is
Magpie's 4'10" and 80 pounds.
Yeah, that's why it knocked you on your butt. But
and I'm 2'6", and I don't look overweight. I'm quite svelte for a turtle.
And you notice as you're drinking this bottle and passing it back and forth, he's keeping up with you and keeping pace, quite well. But the bottle doesn't seem to be. And he's eating. But the bottle doesn't seem to be getting empty. Out of the corner of who's got the highest? Morium.
Seamus, you gotta look. Watch. Look, deal fool.
Out of the corner of your eye, Morium, you see Ashara. Every time you guys take a drink, she just does this like flick of her wrist, and you don't really notice what she's doing, but you can tell that there is some type of spell being cast every time you take a drink.
That's a nifty little trick.
So I notice her, eh?
You do notice her.
I look over at her and give her one of these.
She just kind of smiles and just looks back and kind of pats her hand down just to.
Good little turtle.
Yeah, she may not imbibe, but she does have a couple of tricks up her sleeve.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys are all kind of enjoying your time and things, and after a while, you see Steve get up and he's like, "Well, I've got to go help the others find lodgings and things, and we got to get this place back up and running the best we can. It may not ever fly again, but we can certainly try, especially with your knowledge on Shara." And you can tell he's a little timid talking to her. You can tell he feels extremely horrible about himself. And she just kind of looks at him and just kind of waves and yeah, whatever. And he walks off to go find the rest of the people. Is there anything else you guys would like to do while sitting there with Ashara?
I'll take like sketches and drawings of the unfamiliar items, a little bit of the plant life, the crystals, and all of that, so that we can give a detailed account of what we've seen to your associate Fabio.
All right. With that, go ahead and make a performance check for me. See how good these drawings are.
Eh,
24. Looking over her shoulder there, Cinder, you're looking and you're like, dang, there's even shadowing, and that looks like that crystal could just come right out of the page almost.
Damn.
And as you guys are kind of conversing and things, she tells you, Cinder, of a recipe that she has that is it's of a stew. And as she's starting to talk these ingredients over and things, these ingredients seem familiar to you. The combination of these ingredients kind of remind you of a stew that maybe your family makes.
Hmm?
She's like, it was one of the things that always comforted me as a kid, and I'd like to pass it on to somebody. At least know somebody else knows how to make it besides me.
Well, I'm familiar with this recipe. It's a lot like my family recipe for stew.
Really? Huh.
Yes.
Well, I mean, there's only so many flavors that can be combined, and you guys must have found my family's recipe.
That's very possible. I'll have to ask my family where they got the recipe from.
they stole it off a spider.
And yeah, she's like, well, at least it's not a recipe forgotten. Recipes are a very special thing. They can do a lot of things for a lot of people.
Near and dear to my heart.
And you guys finish up, and what would you like to do now?
Hey, Morium, you seem to be able to hold your liquor. How about a little contest? A little wager of gold?
Okay.
I put down the bottle of whiskey in between us. Last man standing wins.
Okay.
A song of a bird that is gone.
I'll wager.
That bird be I.
I'll wager 10 gold.
Mary of
Sure.
song.
I don't
All
care.
right.
It's just funny.
All right, 10 golds on the table. Ashara kind of perks up and is like, oh, we got a little betting going on. You know,
Bill and breeze.
I don't have any money. Never mind. And she's like, I'll just make sure that you don't run out of whiskey throughout this competition. How does that sound?
Okay.
I'll throw 5 gold her way.
Give me more beer.
5 gold. You know what? I'll split 2 gold apiece on each of you. I like to hedge my bets.
That doesn't make any sense. You don't make any money that way.
Yeah, but I also don't lose much money either.
Right. Only issue is somebody else has got to bet against her.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does anybody else want to put bets on the turtle or the dwarf on this drinking contest?
Can I do an insight check on Seamus to see how many of these bets he's won in his lifetime?
Sure.
I am certain it's more than my winning streak.
100 gold on dwarf.
Okay.
Drunk Bird puts 100 gold on dwarf.
Morium, why are you a turtle?
What did you roll?
As a girl said one time when I was When I was just a lad, I was born this way.
Two. You can't really tell much. You can tell that he drinks, but that's also obvious.
He drinks like it's a
I'll
freaking
stay out
career.
of this one.
So we got 100 from the bird. We've got 2 on each from Ashara. And anybody else want to place bets? Going once. Going twice. Bets are closed. All right. So
I will take the first.
you take the first. The way this will work is you take a swig and you make a Constitution save. If 3 fails, you're out.
Okay.
Chug, 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 chug.
Oh, that's a fail.
Chug.
That's a fail. You start feeling a little bit more tipsy. Let me.
No, I'm not just saying. There was a 1 or 2 fails. No, I'm just kidding.
Nah, in this
It
case,
wasn't
it's
that one.
In this
Seamus
case,
said
it's
to
not.
win on
It's
that. I will take it out of his hide.
it's an all or nothing. The
All or
DC
nothing.
does go up a little bit with each fail, but starting at 10, it does go up. Morium.
Don't worry, I'll match you on the 1 here in a second. Just hang on. You say when.
All right, as you take the drink, roll the roll. 19. That is a win for Morium. You don't feel any. You feel fine, Seamus. That's
I'll
one
take
loss
my
for
swig.
you.
All right. I'll take the next swig.
All
27.
right.
22.
22. That's a win. Seamus.
Yes.
1-1. Morium 1-0. Morium, you're up. 16.
Yeah.
That's another win for Morium.
Can Magpie change bets?
Nope, bets are closed. All right, Morium, that's 2 wins. Seamus, that's 1-1. You're up.
All right.
Damn, I had money on the dwarf.
16.
16. That's another win. The you're holding it. You're holding it, Morium. You're holding it a little bit better. You're up.
Chug, 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 chug.
25. Morium is holding his liquor. Seamus, you're up.
Can I use Mage Hand to push Morium over?
Well,
Sure.
You can try, but he's not drunk. A 12. A 12 is a win.
all right.
God, we're gonna be at this forever.
No, the DC is going up. But 13. 13 is your first loss. You start feeling a little.
Ooh, it's now tied.
That doesn't make sense.
The DC's going up. Each
Oh.
drink.
Chug, 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 chug.
Next
chug,
one.
chug.
Yep, next one.
Natural 20.
20, that's a win. DC goes up a little bit higher. Morium, roll. A 10. You're starting to feel the bubbles. DC went up a little bit more. Seamus, roll it.
Chug, chug, chug.
22.
22. You made it. Morium. 21 is a success. DC went up again. Seamus.
Y'all are now.
No, Turtle. You're not that half bad.
I'm surprised I'm still here. I had money on you.
I don't
Yes.
know, rough around the edges, but once somebody gets to know you, you're not that half bad. I'll take another swig. 12.
12. That is your second loss there. You're starting to feel some effects, and you're starting to bubble a little bit. All right, Morium.
Come on, you're in this, Seamus.
19. You're holding those bubbles down.
Okay.
That round is over. DC is up once more because you have more alcohol in your system. Seamus.
25.
25, you're fine. Morium.
Nope.
An 11, nope. Morium, as you try to get it down and try to get it down, it all comes back up. And Seamus
sure.
is the winner. Now, the pot, we had the bird giving 100, Ashara giving 2 and 2. Did anybody else? Morium, did you bet anything, or did you just...
Well, I owe him 10 gold, that's all.
Okay, yeah, you owe him 10 gold. Ashara gets her 4 gold back, and Magpie, you get 102 gold.
Walk over to Morium. I'm assuming he's like pretty much almost passed out on the ground at this point.
No, but he's
worse off than you. I'm only one drink more than you.
Yeah, you're both pretty toasted. He upchucked first.
I just puked first.
He actually is feeling a little bit better now that he's puked. Some would say he maybe rallied.
You're all right, Morium. You're all right. Then I puke.
All right. You're
Morium.
all right. Ashara comes over and she goes, "That was a lot of fun. Thanks for lending me your gold," and hands you your 5 gold back.
All right, you can hold on to it. You're gonna need it.
Well, thank you so much. It means a lot. Do you guys mind if I help you out a little bit? You look a little rough.
Magpie just needs more to train.
I'm definitely helping that one. As long as you guys are all right with it. And she kind of...
Okay, if you want to. I'm not going to say no.
She kind of waves her hands out, and you see this energy come up off of her, hitting all 3 of you. And you feel instantly sober.
Oh, this is handy.
How did I drink?
For the spellcasters in the party, you can tell this is a greater restoration spell.
Powerful magics. Thank you.
Indeed.
You're welcome. It's the least I could do. You gave me a little bit of entertainment. I can at least make sure you're all right for the road. I don't want to send you out there and get you killed. And she said, if you guys do need a place to stay, I mean, you're more than welcome to stay here for the night, or if you have places to go.
We can stay here. Yes, we can camp here and leave in the morning. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Maybe I'll get some of the people together. We'll make some type of dish or something for dinner.
That would be delightful.
She's still munching on that pie. Slowly. And you guys all convene back into the main area. This time, whenever you reach there are people all over the place. And there's children running. And you can tell that there's life restored back into this cavern, at least. Spider is gone. Spiders are gone. There are no spiders. The spiders are all gone. Morium can sleep safely because there are no spiders.
And Morium wanted to kill them all.
So did you.
Did not.
Did too.
Did not.
Our first instinct was go kill the spider, Steve, based on her recommendations.
Your first instinct, yes. Murderous little twit.
I believe
Holy.
the voice in
See that pot. Wow. Calling me murderous. Yeah, okay.
Magpie only murders when there is gold involved.
Exactly. You put gold in someone's pocket and then it's okay to kill them? No.
As I was trying to slip a gold coin into Morium's pocket.
Morium,
Exactly.
do you let him slip the gold into your pocket?
Yes.
All right. You slip the gold into his pocket, and there's gold in his pocket now. There's 1 gold in his pocket.
While I am there, can I make a sleight of hand roll?
Go for it.
As I'm watching him, sure.
Go for it. And I'm going to let you go ahead and make a perception roll. It's not much, but see what's going on here.
Nope.
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 Nope. None of it happens.
He can't get his hand in my pocket. We both rolled 2s. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, there was a DC involved, and the perception was to see if it made the DC any higher. Did not make the DC higher, but you also didn't make the DC, so it's a wash. You go to reach. Morium just kind of turns around and is like, "Oh, I think I smell pies," and no one is any wiser of anything.
Nuts.
And Morium, you're a gold richer.
I take the gold already. Done.
All right.
May want back later.
As you get out into the as you get out into the big entrance in the middle, you see, yes, that word. You see that people have kind of taken some of the carts and turned them over and turned it into like a buffet style, and there's pies and meats and things that you're not sure exactly where they came from, but they look delicious and appetizing. And she's like, come eat with us. You're the reason we're all back to ourselves. And if you need some for the road, I'm sure that we can accommodate that.
Please.
Well, here, take this. And she hands you this little sack that's kind of in the shape of a dog. And here, just put your food in this and take it with you. She just handed you a doggy bag. Oh,
that's
shit.
not how they work. But okay, it was to take home food from restaurant for the dog, not in shape of dog.
Morium,
What?
bark for the nice lady now.
God, Rage.
Really? You want to go there? Don't.
Yes.
You don't want to start this. Not with someone who controls their voice.
Went there, bought T-shirt and bumper sticker. Put it on your back.
Well, I kind of took a little artistic interpretation. I didn't know exactly what it was, but some of the people that came in here talked about them.
Thank you. I take it, put it back. Okay, I put it away.
Now you have a doggy bag with food in it. Whatever you grab from the table, pies, meats, whatever. Yeah. And you guys enjoy a nice meal and company and talking and children laughing and people playing and joking, and you can tell you did a good thing. May not know what the consequences of the portal disappearing is, but you did a good thing. And that's where we're going to end it for the night.
Oh, one last. I'm gonna every time the bird closes his mouth for the next 5 minutes, I'm going to burp loudly, sounding exactly like him.
All right. Everybody, every time that it happens, everybody just kind of looks over at you, Magpie, just kind of like, what the hell? And kind of looks back. Yeah, it sounds a lot like him.
Yeah, I get advantage on every performance role that I do with him as him. So yes, I will continue to do that and make noises like the bird every time now. Every time he closes his beak.
Look at me. I'm Morium.
Yeah, everybody just kind of looks at you like, God, he must be really gassy or something. It's whatever. And then the more it goes on and the more it goes on, you can tell people are kind of scooting away a little bit, but they're still hanging around and talking to you. You hear a chuckle in your ear as it's happening, Magpie.
I'm gonna kind of step away from everybody and go to like a quieter place.
All right. And the laughter in your ear, Magpie, is a very familiar laughter, and it's not the people around you. Um,
Oh, master enjoys. I'll prestidigitation a dick butt on Morium's head.
just a symbol of a dick butt on Morium's head. Morium, yeah, I'm gonna roll.
A glowing dick butt.
Morium, you don't seem to notice the glowing dick butt on your head at the moment.
It
Rolls
pulses
will
with his-
continue to happen. And I'm gonna move on. Ankara, anything you'd like to do while everybody's talking and visiting and things?
While everyone's visiting, I'll strum a tune. I'll tune my lute and strum around and just kind of make everybody a little more jovial and happy, kind of lighten up the environment as well. And I'll go room to room and kind of just do a little sketch and such.
All right, go ahead and roll your performance for your song that you're playing.
No. Okay.
26.
That's 20.
At 20.
Yeah, as you're tuning and plucking and things, and everybody just kind of hushes. A quiet goes over the crowd as you start to play and singing of.
I'll be reciting an old poem that my father told me as a child about the sky people.
Please.
I'll try to chime in. What is it?
It's an Oreo cookie.
Cookie.
Ooh.
I'm going to chime in behind her and give her background music, like just sort of like.
I have a drum you can use.
No, I'm going to give you background. Like I'm just going to give you audible, like sing background music for you.
Oh,
Sure.
While she does that, I'm going to do like a Native American style dance with my wings out on the campfire.
Excellent.
All right, so Morium, you're putting some background music. It sounds perfect, and everybody is just kind of sitting there, silent, looking at you, while Magpie's in the corner dancing around a fire. He's enjoying himself quite a bit.
Oh, and it's in her voice too. So I'm singing in her voice too.
Oh, so she kind of has like an echo of herself,
Like a echo and
like a reverb type
like
situation.
a reverb kind of thing, yeah.
Now, you do have a little friend. Is he playing along with you?
Oh, my unseen servant. You know, I haven't summoned the guy or the thing. But you know, I may
He's
as
been
well.
gone for a day.
Yeah, why not? We're all relaxing. I'll have him kind of just beat on the drum to keep the beat.
All right, he's beating on the drums and keeping the beat, and everybody's just kind of in awe that there's this one-man band type of thing going on right now. They don't understand how it's happening, but everybody's listening, and you can kind of see some tears swelling in their eyes as you keep playing and talking about their people. Cinder, anything that you'd like to be doing?
I'm going to be talking recipes.
All right. You're talking recipes with the Shara, and I'll let you know what you get here in a minute. And yeah. And Magpie is dancing around the fire and feeling pretty good about himself. He just heard a voice that he's been looking to hear for a little bit. Now, Seamus, you go off by yourself. What are you doing?
Gonna have a few more swigs of whiskey, and I'm actually gonna lay down.
All right. As you lay down and the sweet dreams start coming to you, you wake up. You're in a village. Not a village that you know, but one. It seems familiar to you, even though you don't know where you are. What would you like to do?
Gonna walk about, see what I can see.
As you're walking about, you see tiny huts, just scattered around throughout the wooded area that you're in. You don't seem to see any people, but you can tell that you're in a village type atmosphere. It feels kind of like home to you, even though you know where you're at.
I'm gonna check one of the huts.
All right, as you open up one of the huts, just peering in, you don't see anybody. It seems empty.
I'll pop out of the hut and I'll just yell, "Hello?"
Hello? 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 And there's
Anybody there?
anybody there? There.
I immediately go on edge.
As you're on edge and you're walking about, you start seeing puddles to your left, to your right. You start seeing just the houses are starting to decay a little bit here, a little bit there as you're walking forward.
Hello? Can anybody hear me? Is anybody around?
Round, 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 round. No answer.
Alright, so do I see anything that looks anything that's out of place?
From your point of view, from this dream state, everything seems. It started to seem normal, but it starts to look a little bit more dark as you're walking forward. You're looking around and you're seeing it's starting to rain. You're starting to see water puddle up around you as you're walking forward.
Alright, I'll seek shelter in one of the huts.
Seek shelter in one of the huts. As you go to run towards one of the huts seem to get further and further away. They start. You're running to the left, just running at a full sprint, trying to get inside this hut, and the hut just seems to get further distant away.
I'll just keep running.
Keep running. Which direction are you running? Are you continuing on the left path, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep running. I'm gonna keep trying to get to the hut, even though it's getting further and further away.
And as you're running and running and running, you catch a glimpse of yourself as you're running by in one of the small puddles.
I stop and look at it.
As you look at it, your face, your arms, they're not your own. They're not what you remember. You have a greenish face with pointed ears, kind of jagged, greenish skin, short arms. What you see is what you fear the most, or what you hate the most. You are a goblin at this moment, and you are alone.
I try to reach for my battle axe to see if it's there.
As you reach behind you, you find no battle axe. What you find in its place is a bow.
All right, I'll grab it.
All right, as you grab it, it seems familiar to you. Though it's not your bow and you're not yourself. You feel like this may be yourself.
What did it mean? All right, well, I'm just gonna, with the bow in hand, just try to find some cover somewhere.
All right, which way do you run?
We'll say northwest.
Northwest, forward, and to
We'll say
the.
toward the tree line, if there's a tree line.
You're kind of surrounded by trees. It's kind of a north, south, east, or west direction.
All right,
or
yeah, I'll
combination.
go toward the northwestern tree line.
All right, as you kind of veer from the left and course correct your way back towards the northwestern direction, as you're running, you start hearing people screaming. You hear voices that sound familiar to you. screaming, asking why, why, why must this happen? Why must my people die?
I'll go investigate.
All right. As you just keep going forward, you start seeing bodies lying to the left and to the right of you. You see goblin bodies to the left and to the right as you just keep going forward and keep going forward. Piles, they start getting higher and higher as these are your kin or
I'll
your
keep
current
maneuvering
form's
them.
kin.
I'll head toward the source of the noise.
All right. As you keep heading forward, you keep going, and eventually you get to a wall of bodies higher than you can tell. Goblins, mangled and twisted in every which way.
I'll turn around and I guess go the opposite way.
All right. As you turn around, there's a figure in front of you, standing tall.
All right. I'll knock an arrow.
As you knock an arrow, a flash of lightning hits, and the face that you see is the face of Seamus O'Malley.
I will shoot.
All right. I will let me pull up a stat block here for a goblin.
All right.
Short bow attack, +4 to hit. Roll.
Okay, so D20.
D20 +4.
10.
A 10. That doesn't seem to hit Seamus.
Now I'll slowly back up, knock another arrow, and let another one loose.
All right. This is initiative now. As you back up and knock another arrow, he's going to go in for an attack.
Okay.
You can see as he comes closer and closer, the fire in his eyes. As he's coming closer, you see things start running out of the piles of the bodies. Children, women, men, all
Or for goblin.
all goblin.
Okay.
Running towards him. He's going to take a swing with his great axe.
All right.
It's a 5. He misses the first one, smashes it to the right, veering it off course. He's going to take another hit with an 11. This one, oh no, that is a 20. Holy crap. What was the first hit? That one might have actually hit. I didn't read the... 14 does not hit. Yeah.
He has a +9 mod.
Yeah, the 20, as he's running towards you, he swings his axe to the left, chopping down another group of goblins still running towards you.
I will knock another arrow and let another shot go.
D20 +4.
8, which does not hit Seamus.
8 does not hit Seamus. You're feeling more and more defenseless. And you're wondering, why is this happening to me? What did I do to deserve this? As he comes in, still charging, axe in hand.
All right. Do I get another attack? Or is it his turn?
Goblins only get one attack.
Okay. Fair enough.
23 with another great chop. A group of goblins stroll across the battlefield as he's charging straight towards you. He gets right up on you and roars in your face. What are you doing?
Probably drop the bow and defecate myself.
Drop the bow and defecate yourself. All right.
I'm assuming this gives Seamus a smile.
Seamus, you do see a maniacal smile come across his face as he yells at you. Where is my wife and child? What is your answer?
I don't know.
Well, it was a goblin that took her. Where is she? You're all the same.
know.
You know each other. Where is she?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Then I might have to torture it out of you. As he grabs his dagger and runs it down your face.
Promises.
I let out a shriek in pain.
You feel a shriek in pain as the goblin takes 1 point of damage.
Gonna reach, try to grab a dagger if I have one, and try to jam it in his chest.
All right. Violence was chose once more. Roll with a, what is it, proficiency plus strength, I believe.
I'm not really sure what a goblin's stats are.
Yeah, it's a -1 to strength. I'm going to say just roll it in +2, d20 +2.
Natural 20.
Natural 20 +2. Go ahead and roll 1d4 or 2d4 +2, or just roll 2d4 and add 4. Sorry.
So 2d4 plus 4 or 2d4 plus 2?
2d4 +4. Sorry,
Okay, so
I got on
8
a
total damage.
8 total damage to Seamus.
If there's lightning, I'm assuming he's raging, so only 4 damage.
Yes and no.
Okay.
8 damage. He looks at you. You have a little spunk in you. I'll make sure to work that out just fine. As he plunges the dagger a little bit deeper.
Oh, man.
That's 3 points of damage.
Okay.
You have.
Is that on me or on him?
That is on you.
Okay, so 4 total damage so far on the goblin.
Yep. He goes, "What do you know? Where is she?"
I don't know nothing. Just trying to survive.
I don't believe you. What do you do?
Really nothing I can do. I mean, I can try to take another dagger strike.
It's all up to you. It's how you play it.
I spit in his face.
Spit in his face. All right. As you spit in his face and blood goes everywhere, he just looks at you. Huh. Tell you have a little fight in you. I like that. It's your turn again.
I'm going to use a dagger slash his hand to try to get him to drop me.
All right. Roll to hit. D20 plus 2. 7. You don't hit, but he lets you go. Sits you down. You may not know where she is, but you know someone who does. Go find them. Tell them that Seamus O'Malley is coming. As a lightning cracks and you wake up. Back to everybody else. On a lighter note, Bernie, you get a couple of recipes. You get one for a delicious vegetable stew.
Okay.
You also get a couple of recipes for a couple of pies, an elderberry pie, and a rhubarb pie. She says, I don't eat a lot of meat. Most of my recipes are going to be of vegetable. The only stew that I eat with meat in it is the family stew. And I just kind of eat around the meat.
Well, that's wonderful. These recipes look amazing.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Make sure you put the sugar on the crust of the rhubarb pie. It gives it a nice little sweetness that it needs.
Good advice. Thank you.
And that's where we will end it for the night. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for joining us. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow whatever platform you're on. This will go up on YouTube on Thursday. And make sure you have a good night. If you have an Amazon Prime subscription, you don't have to use it on me. Make sure to use it on somebody because they'll greatly appreciate that. We will catch you all in the next
week. Same magpie time, same magpie channel.
All right. Have a good night, guys.